Hello everyone, alright, so we're back with part 2. We didn't die yet. Hopefully we will continue to not die. Isn't that really the point of Dungeon Crawl? Try not to die. Could bust out our needles on this guy, but let's just take him back a little bit. And kill him with the sword. Adder should not be concerned at all by now. Got a couple more needles. Hound is slightly obnoxious. We're going to peel people back one at a time. We try to play careful. I'm sorry that's really uninteresting. I'm sure I'll slip up, of course, and get careless, especially if we get a little bit more momentum. But, okay, this hound is giving us trouble. Great, we reached level 7. Very nice. Okay. Excuse me. Keep on trucking. Especially because mummies have no way to heal readily until they are able to get... Okay, 3 orcs. Big wide open area. Hopefully there's no big brother orcs. We can take 3 orcs at a time. No problem. Just a falchion there. It'd be nice if we found a scimitar. Even a longsword. Can take these guys, just tabbing. Yeah, I mean, you can play something like a Minotaur Berserker or whatever, and just tab your way through the dungeon. That's fine, you know, I've won a minute. Okay, this guy is tougher. He can go invisible and annoy us considerably. There's Bork the Orc. He's got a longsword. Okay, that's interesting. What do we know? Wand of Lightning? Yeah. Alright, this is not the best situation. Where's the best way out? We're gonna go upstairs and hopefully drag this guy with us. Because Bork the Orc could hit us with some fire spells and stuff. We don't want to be dealing with him at half health. We'll deal with him when we're good and ready. Alright, if necessary, we'll banish him. But I'd like to get his longsword. So let's go downstairs and see what we can do. We might drag him upstairs too, depending on where he is. No, he hit us with a fire. Alright, let's try Wand of Lightning on you. Heavily wounded. Almost dead. Killed him. Okay. Take out this orc zombie too. That was not difficult. We'll take his longsword, see what it's all about. It could be well enchanted. Let's see. No. So it does 10 damage. My falchion does 10 damage. So probably I'm better off to continue just using the falchion for a minute, but if I ever get an enchant weapon, I'll enchant up the longsword, preferentially. And ideally I'll even get a scimitar first. Alright, yeah, we can take these guys. Let's just take them near the stairs. So that was pretty cool. That Wand of Lightning was pretty powerful. And leads me to believe that maybe we should consider training up some evocations. This iguana is giving us some trouble. Let's not be stupid. We killed him. Alright, we were very close to having to try to abyss him. Which, by the way, is down to 22%. So, we gotta be careful. You can't start trying to abyss people at the last second. Because, you know, who knows. You might get unlucky. Alright, so here we are in the in the temple. One thing we might like to do is try to corrupt it right now. I think I will do that, actually, because it's really fun. This is one of the most fun parts of playing an Abyssal Knight. Hopefully we won't die like an idiot. I mean, but as soon as I find the temple, I just like to corrupt it, because that's my style as an Abyssal Knight, alright? Elgonu says spread chaos and corruption or whatever, carnage or whatever, and this is it. We're spreading corruption to the temple. Hopefully we will corrupt one of these altars. That's the goal. Alright, ready? Bam! Failed to use it. Oh well. Bam! Failed to use it. Lugono, throw me a bone here. Bam! Alright, great. We're down to 3 stars of piety, but that's fine. We don't need that ability for a while. And check it out. We corrupted a couple of them. We corrupted that one, and we made some cool abyssal creatures who hopefully won't kill us. But, you know, that's great. And good. Now, when we need to, we can come back here and bless our weapon. So let's just get out of here. These guys can do their thing. They can have their little party in the temple. That was fun, though, and productive. And we'll be back up to 4 stars of piety in no time. I mean, we would have had to do that eventually. We're not going to need to corrupt anything eventually. Hopefully, we'll get up to 6 stars by lair-ish, by some point in lair. Early lair, hopefully. Although, the thing about having a weapon of distortion is that there's blink frogs, so it's nice to have a backup. See, we're back up to 4 stars already. Lugona is cool. Lugona was cool with that axe. This is kind of nasty. A couple of fast zombies. And a snake. We might have to do some banishing here. We can maybe kite them a little bit. Where's the way out? Is there stairs? It's over there. I can destroy him. Alright, the adder zombie is no trouble. So let's just take out the ant. Okay, that was not too much of an issue. Good. Alright, dodging is at 3. Let's train up fighting for a minute instead. Alright, we're still being a little bit thin with our experience, but fighting I think is more important than dodging, dodging at this point. Especially if we want to put on that armor. By the way, do we have any better armor? We've got that dyed leather armor. That could be worth checking out. I mean, I know it goes against our principles. So let's just keep wearing this +2 scale mail. I mean, that's fine enough for now. I was just hoping for gloves or whatever. You know, some fire resistance or something could be nice, but I mean, it's just as likely to be cursed. So anyway, let's keep going. Corrupted the temple. That's always really fun. I hope you enjoyed that. One of my favorite parts of being an Abyssal Knight is corrupting things. Trust me, if we make it far enough, we'll be corrupting lots of things. It's a great nuke-style weapon. For dealing with the, you know, end levels of branches, for example. Use it in Orc 4, use it in, you know, the end of the lair branches. Use it in Vault 5 if we make it that far. You know, I never have as a Mummy Abyssal Knight. Enchant Weapon 2. Alright, so that's an interesting question. What do we do with that for right now? Are we going to make our falchion even better? Are we going to make our longsword better and start using that? Because our falchion right now does 11 damage. Our longsword does 10. We could make the longsword do... Yeah. I'm tempted to just use it on the falchion and have a really cool falchion. Because my long blades is not that good right now. So I might do that. Let's hold on to it for 1 second, just in case we find a scimitar or something. Scale mail, again, is unlikely to be better than the one we have. Alright, back off. These big open levels make me nervous. I also forgot we have the needles. Let's not forget about that. We could have used that against Bork, for example. Would have been a nice option. Or any priests or anything that we see. So let's not forget about that. Alright, here's a nice little hidey hole. Scorpions, again, are not as much of an issue as they could be. Considering they, well, they can't poison us, just like these adders. Invocation's up to 4. Great. Banish is getting more respectable. Here's some people in here. They're trying to slow me down, I imagine. Well, okay. Let's back off. Yeah, I'm slow. That's annoying, I guess. So let's just stand our ground and fight. Grab that wand of slowing. It might come in handy. You know, as a mummy, you really have to use all the tools that you might just scorn at in a normal game. Like, I can handle that. So far, we haven't had too much real trouble. But, I mean, we have had to banish a couple of people. Okay, this iguana zombie is giving us a little bit of difficulty. Can we take him? I almost want to just leave. Yeah, let's back off. He can't heal. So I can just take him. Good. That was a safe thing to do. Ice Beast is slightly dangerous, but less so for us because we have the cold resistance. Yep, see, we can handle him. Handle him quite nicely. Alright, up to level 8. Good. Alright, Crimson Imp, on the other hand, is slightly more dangerous. for us than normal, although they don't do that much damage. Their main problem thing is just, like, blinking around. That's the main reason they're annoying. And you have to be able to hit them. They're quite evasive. And they regenerate quickly. Alright, Crimson Imps are awful. When you can kill a Crimson Imp, that's how you know that you're reasonably good. Okay, let's ignore this Kobold for a second and deal with this Ogre. So I think I'd like to hit him with the needles. Let's get in some needles in play. So, needles, poisoned, even sicker. Alright, and now we're going to back off and just let that Ogre run its course. Good, and now we'll handle that guy. Good. That was a safe thing to do. I could probably take an Ogre at point blank range, and I could definitely banish him probably, but at this point, you know, we're still in like 1 or 2 shot territory for those giant clubs. It's not a good place to be. I love it, you know, I mean, one thing this game does well, I think, is it really lets you feel the progression as your character gets stronger. You know, at this point in the game, you're running away in terror from gnolls and ogres. And then later, by the time you get to, you know, the vault or so, ogres are harmless. You know, the ogres are basically like goblins are now. You know, you just mow through a pack of them. You have to be worried about the occasional ogre mage or something like that. Great. Alright, how are we doing on time? Yeah, we got plenty of time. Let's keep going. We can do these longer videos. We cleared out one of these big open levels, which can be a nuisance. But we did it, no problem. Keep going. And we didn't find the lair or nothing or anything. Nope. Alright, that's fine. Cloak. This is nice. We'll take the cloak. For real. Put on the cloak. Great. Alright, so we didn't actually find any more unidentified scrolls. That's a little surprising. There's one. Let's read it. It's enchant weapon 3. Alright, this is a little bit of an interesting decision. I could just get my falchion better, or I could really get my longsword better at this point. I mean, with 3, I think I'd rather get my longsword better and transition to that until I find a scimitar. And maybe I won't find a scimitar for a while. Maybe I'll just corrupt the longsword and go for just a mid-game weapon. We'll see. I don't know. I mean, let's do the longsword. Longsword. Not as much as I hoped, but if we read the enchant weapon 2 on it now as well, I think it's probably now definitively better. So that's our new go-to weapon. We're getting good enough with long blades that we can use a big boy weapon, you know? What's this? Immolation. Okay. We haven't found any other long blades, just that falchion. Ours is probably fine. We could probably drop our spare falchion, but it's not like we have issues with weights. Yeah, again, keeps reminding me we need to find long distance options. Kill this iguana. Alright, this sword seems to be pretty effective at chopping people, which is what we want to do. We are Akkhta, chopper of people. Just got this deep passion for chopping and banishing. It's what we do. That was a quick level. That it? Nothing at all interesting on that level. We'll keep going. Dude, we're on a roll. Our sentinels mark. Oh no, anybody want to come fight? Nah, we got everybody. Alright, just storming through the dungeon. Let's not get cocky. Ant. Take him out. Ants still pose a reasonable threat. Okay, we've got a bunch of kobolds here. But the big kobold is the only one that I care about, and we're in a big hallway, so they can't really swarm me or nothing. You know, I would also like to win a Formicid. I was considering putting a Formicid run. Formicid. I don't know how to pronounce that. Is it Formicid or Formicid? I want to say Formicid. Because it's like formic acid or something, but I really don't know. It makes sense both ways to me. But anyway, they're a pretty tricky race because they can't blink or teleport. Whoops. It hit me with the club for 9 damage. What does that mean? Does that mean we can take him? Let's try to take him. No. Let's try to banish him. Banish. Didn't work. Didn't work. Bam! Alright. Got him. Blast into the abyss. Alright, you got a couple lucky shots on. Probably we could have taken him with the sword, but when you get down to the kinda level. Whoops. Alright, here's an Orc Wizard. We'd like to be able to banish him too, especially considering we're only at half health. So if he comes into sight again, we'll try to banish him too. There he is. Banish it! That's so much fun. I love banishing people. It's the equivalent of stabs, basically, as I said. You know, it's like the stabs of this gun. If we get any boss banishments, that's fine. Although it's a little trickier probably because you can resist it with magic resistance. That's why it's important to keep training our invocations. And unfortunately, I think our banishment power is capped. There's a chainmail. Do we see any more armor? There's chainmail. That's about it. Let's see if this chainmail is okay. Yeah? Nah, no good. Oh, although, is that the same now? Let me see this. I'm going upstairs and trying that again. 10-8 compared to 10-6. No, not at all. So we'll drop that chainmail. Jade ring, let's put it on. Ring of ice, that's kind of bad. I mean, we can't have our fire vulnerability any worse than it is. If I had a ring of fire, I'd probably wear it just to even out. What's going on up here? A bunch of nasty stuff. We're going to try to peel people away towards the staircase. It'd be kind of nice to get people in this hallway, but there's a hallway right here. Oh, let's try to face them here. Yeah, this makes sense. No, we'll take them upstairs. Okay, so killed him in one shot. Let's get the bear up. What? Something's hitting me? Yikes. Getting into the hallway. Black bear can die. And I had an invisible knoll there. I didn't see what happened there. Did he have a wand of invisibility or post of invisibility or something? Alright, let's see if we can drag a couple more of these mooks up here. One more, perfect. Alright, sacrifice. In thy name, Lugonu. We'll keep dragging them up just in case they have pole arms. Yes, he's got a spear. These gnolls tend to be like that. They can hit you for twice the damage output if you're not careful, or more. Oh man, that was ridiculous. Alright, that orc priest needs to be dealt with. Let's back around the corner. We'll try to take him like this, but if he gives us trouble, we'll banish him. Yep, no problem. We're getting a little bit more confident in our ability to deal with orc packs. A little bit of a tough mummy now, you know. Tough mummy. Maybe not tough enough to deal with him. He's got a plate armor. So he might get banished. You know? Look at us, we're at 5 stars of piety. Let's see how we do in a fight. What's he wearing? A short sword? It's not that good. Might be able to take him. But then again, Orc Warrior. He's hitting us hard. Let's just banish him. Yep. So much fun. I love that purple smoke that appears. It's a great effect. Lugonu is a great god. One of my favorites. Alright, so we're going to take out the ogre. Oh, I forgot about the needles. We could have easily taken out that orc with needles. Let's not forget about that. Right? You're going to die, Mr. Ogre. Sure you are. Wand. Anything good? Wand of Cold. That is pretty good. Tempting me even more to get my evocations up. This Goliath beetle we will take out with the needles. That is absolutely appropriate. Alright, Mr. Orc. You're done. You're done, Mr. Orc. Long blades, anything? Nope. Armor, anything? Nope. Yeah, I wish I hadn't banished that Orc warrior. He might have had some good plate mail. Although probably not. Probably nothing better than what I have. These gnolls, we are getting to the point where we can tank them. That Phantom might be a little bit tricky, but I think we are safe to deal with him. Scorpions are no problem by now. Right. Reach level 9. One more point in strength. I think we should go one more point in strength because that means plate armor. If we can get, I mean, we'll wear plate armor if we can. I might consider putting that on now even. So strength. Alright, that's the 20-minute alarm. Let's see if we can finish up this floor. Mr. Phantom should not give us too much trouble. Right. Yep, got him. Great. Phantoms can be annoying, but they're not usually dangerous, just annoying. Centaurs are obnoxious. Ranged characters have been giving me a lot of trouble for this character. Mummy. Well, what's my remove course like? Should we just banish him? Yeah, banish. Banish. We just don't want to deal with him. There's probably other ways to deal with him other than that, but Hippogriff might have to get banished too, depending on how dangerous he is. I know them to be relatively dangerous. Yep. Orc Wizard, can we take him? If he confuses us, I mean, we're getting to the point where they're probably not going to, like, one-hit kill us anymore. So I feel more confident coming up and slashing him a couple of times. Orc Warrior. Alright, here we go. Rune Dire Flail. Do you have a plate? Yeah, he does. Orc Warrior's poisoned. Alright, you can just bleed to death. Bleed on your own poison. Yep. We'll try the plate. Nah, it's the same as before. What is it like? It gives me a total of 18 compared to the scale mail, which gives me 18 as well. So it's tempting to make the transition. We'll see if I can, like, find a slightly better something. We'll see what I find. I might find some enchanted armor or something. Enchanted scale or enchanted... Oh, whoops. Alright, well, that's fine. Helmet. Brilliant. Wear it, +0. Alright, well, that gives me something to enchant, I guess. Good, I just like getting my auxiliary pieces. It really annoys me when I make it to, like, the end game and I don't have any boots. If you watched my last run through, you saw how annoyed I got when I had subpar cloak and boots at the end part of the game for a while. It's just really, I don't know, you feel naked. And we need all the AC we can get, although our defenses are okay. I mean, we've got to survive, so we've been training those defensive skills. Anyway, that's a great place to call the video. We're still alive. Hey, this is a triumph, etc. You know how it goes. I'll see you next time.